Okay, best friends, I'm here. I am at Sea Salt off Howell Mill Road. I absolutely love me some sea salt. Y'all don't start coming over here and it's too many people. I can't get a table no more. Service gets sketchy because y'all all want to rush over here for lunch. This is my spot, okay? Sea Salt, Howell Mill Road, in the plaza with America's Best, Contacts, GameStop. I think Ulta's over here, TJ Maxx. A lot of good little stuff over here. But when I tell you you're gonna love it here, it's everything. It's lit. Just don't come when I'm here because, again, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, do my own thing. Today we're gonna hang out with one of my homies. Her name is Shon. I'm gonna let her tell you about who she is herself, because it's not really my tea to spill, but there is some tea. It's time for the Tia with Shamea. Oh, we've been having some fun. We're gonna drink good, we're gonna eat good, and we're gonna have a little girl talk. Come on. See how I do that? Touch that button and jet close down sound. You know, see, my husband got me this for my birthday. Look at it, they got the grass gates and stuff. It's a beautiful day. I mean, look at how nice it is out here. Come on, sea salt. It's everything. We're gonna have some good fun. Some good fun. This is sexy. See everybody here? It's a vibe. No one has a job here in Atlanta, as you see. No one has a job. And I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, but I'm gonna get me a little, I like this little quiet booth over here. Stay salty, my friends. Not me though. We gotta go all the way back to childhood. Bring us up current. Maybe we should start with the sweet chai chili wings. Yeah, do you have flats? All flats?
When a man finds out your secrets, because you open up to him, and you share those secrets with him, and he feel like he's the best thing you're gonna ever get, that man use that to his advantage. To build you up and tear you down all at the same time. Do you hear me?
Again, I never compare myself to what someone else's life or lifestyle is. So when you ask me how I'm sitting how I've always been sitting.
Well, very well.
Action. Scene one, take one at Sea Salt, Fly Ass Restaurant, right off of Howell Mill Road. I absolutely love it here. They're amazing. Shout out to Chris, Gavina,
Chef
Ryan, all the good people. This place is where it's at. I want to introduce you to Shon. Shon is who I met on Kenya's PSA about domestic violence. And Shon shared her story, and it really touched me. And
so did
we've been really good friends since.
Yes.
So Shon, tell everybody who you are and all the stuff that comes with you.
Okay, everyone. First of all, Louisiana, born and raised. Nate.
Oh,
big. You gotta excuse my accent, baby. My mother lives there. I take care of her. Those are my roots. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised, 18 years. Lived in Dallas, Texas, 15 years. First husband, second husband. West Des Moines, Iowa. Louisiana, born and raised. Honey, listen. I own those roots, and my gumbo is amazing. Dallas, Texas, 15 years, honey. Louisiana raised me, but Dallas groomed me.
Oh,
and
okay.
then West Des Moines, Iowa, with that second husband, showed me the finer things in life. That white money, you get what I'm saying? Me in Atlanta, I like to think of myself as your best friend, your homegirl, whoop your ass, get crazy, and we cook you a meal and act like ain't nothing happened.
And you can cook. I have been at her home, and she's cooked a feast, and it was so good. And I'm like, ma'am, how are you cooking this
what
good?
You just said.
How are you?
You didn't say my house. You said my home. Y'all, I told y'all this mother for real. You and your mother.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you,
that's
beautiful.
My baby.
So let's go all the way back. First of all,
to when I met you.
Not even just to when you met. We're gonna get into what happened when we met. This one took me in the back room.
It went out like they ain't saw my cat. Not one.
Okay, so Shon.
Yes.
Do you feel like when you were born, you felt like, okay.
I
want you to tell.
So I'm gonna say this, right? I remember being 4 years old and going out to the playground, and all the boys was chasing the girls. And I was a very attractive young boy, honey. I don't want to toot my horn, but toot motherfucker.
I saw your picture that you showed me.
Very
I was like,
attractive.
damn. Cute little girl.
Right. So I didn't want to chase the girls. I wanted to chase the boys. But in Louisiana, I knew you had to play it along to get along.
Okay.
I had sandy red hair, cute skin, high cheekbones, pink lips. Looked like I've been, since I was 2.
No.
Uh-huh.
My gosh.
And you know what? Having the surgery saved my life. And let me back up. I didn't experience a lot of things that a lot of people experience, such as myself growing up. And I hate to say this. When you're attractive and you're transitioning, that plays a part. It does. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Because I was attractive as a young man and I was attractive as a female, I didn't get teased. I was more of a bully. Only reason why I say that was, right? That was my protective mechanism, right? Because I knew who I was. I knew I was very attractive. I knew I got along. So before you could bully me, I would bully you. And I had more males as my friends than I did females. Females, why would they like me? I had gorgeous skin. I didn't go through the acne period. My hair was long down my back. My real hair, no add-ins, honey.
Come on now.
And my teeth were nice before I got veneers. Yes, I paid for these, honey, but they was good before.
Okay.
And so men would come to me in middle school and high school. Hey, Sean, I know you're friends with the head cheerleader. They will befriend me.
And at this point, you had just no. You were still. Were you still dressing like a male, or were you dressing?
But I had long hair naturally. Okay. I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, so you would just wear your hair back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Louisiana, you know how the moms be. My child got nice hair. I'm gonna let it grow long.
Right. Okay.
Light skin, pretty pink lips. I'm gonna make sure he dressed to the best and look cute. And so they will befriend me. Cause let's say you the head cheerleader. And you so up there. And me and you are friends.
Right.
So the guy that will want to date you will befriend me.
Right.
To get to you.
Check that to you.
And if somebody was to tease me or make fun of me, he would whoop their ass.
For you.
Because
that's my friend. Yeah.
Right. Because he know what he trying to
get to me. Right. I love it.
I didn't have a lot of those problems. And my heart went out for a lot of those people. And I'm going to be honest. If they made fun of some of the other gays, I'll be honest. I did too. Well, I'm on my truth. I'm going to tell you why. I never want my story to ever get that platform where my life has been told. And then you have to find out later. No, I'm going to tell you my own truth. The reason why I did, because it was like, okay, I'm with the popular kids. So that's what you do. And it's sad that you have to do that so you could fit in. And that's what I did. Because I'm like, okay, they not bullying me. They bullying them. So when they would walk into the cafeteria and throw food at them, I'm like, yeah, you gay ass motherfucker. Yes, I'm owning my own church.
Sean.
No.
So what was the...
Because a lot of people went through that and they're not telling their truth.
But what is the changing point for you? Like, when did you decide, okay, this is not the behavior I should be, like, when did you say, all right, you know what, my heart goes out to these...
We were all in the same pot. We all wanted to be loved. We all wanted to be accepted.
Did your parents accept that?
Oh, yeah.
When did you come out to your parents and say, I don't feel like I belong in this body?
Let me tell you what happened.
Woman.
Can I take a sip?
Take a sip. Matter of fact, we got
my cocktails. Okay.
Okay, what happened? Like, how did you find out?
My mother came in my room. True story. Michelle Woods. I was 15. She cut the light on 3:00 in the morning. She said, we need to talk. I said, girl, about what? She said, 15? You gay? Yes. She said, girl, you gay? Girl, I yanked my bonnet off and shook down my wrap. I said, girl, what you think?
Stop.
Then she said to me, are you the boy or girl? I said, really, girl? You see my hair? And then she said to me the best advice. You know, if you get the name, you're going to get AIDS. But no. I thank her for that because she put the fear of God in me. Wow. I'm about to be 45 years young, STD free. Because I was so fearful.
Right.
Because, them mothers from Louisiana was different. What they said, you took heed. And when she told me that, I was a flirt. But when it came to sex, I was like, ooh, if I touch that, I'm going to get AIDS. But y'all got to keep in mind, I was 15. Impressionable. And my mother, in my eyes, why would she steer me wrong? But I thank God because throughout my life, I saw a lot of my friends go to glory.
Jesus.
Yeah. But
Because they had been infected with HIV, turned AIDS.
they were out there sleeping,
Wow.
trusting the wrong person in a relationship. And I don't want to say whorish. If you say I'm in a relationship and I think I'm not a person with this person, you don't know that he's sharing a dick between other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, and that's just not gay or a homosexual thing. That's actually really big in the heterosexual community. A lot of women that are married are experiencing, people that are maybe down low or just spread their dick around, and they're bringing something back.
They're very sexually fluent.
Well, but they're just reckless.
They're reckless.
No one's using protection.
Because if I'm married, I'm gonna think about me and my significant other. If I'm gonna be like that,
even if you're not married and you're just like a woman out there dating in this time, you should protect yourself because you just
protect us, because whoever else I'm gonna be intimate with, I gotta protect.
So okay, so you told your mom at 15. Mm-hmm. What about your father? Is he a part of your life? Did you tell him? Like, how was that?
My biological father passed a year or so ago, and my sister, who's my attorney, who he raised, she's not biological, but he raised her. Me and her went to high school together. He married her mother. And he confided her on his deathbed. He left me properties in Louisiana with all wells where they drilling on. I relinquished it all. Really? On his deathbed, he called her in because he knew she's my attorney. She's her attorney. She's a family attorney. He shared things with her. And she came to me. And I said, okay, I'm glad he got that off his conscience. I said, but the state can have it all. I mean, he was the first one to touch me.
Wow.
I was 4 years old. I remember like it was yesterday.
Biological dad.
I remember it because I had a nephew that was the same age as me. And his grandparents lived a street over from my grandmother. And I used to walk through the trail because they would send me over to go ask them for money and school clothes to help out. And so his mother lived in, what was called government housing. And I went there and I'll never forget the night. The tub. He took me out first. That was because that was my nephew, so that would have made him his young brother. He took him out first, left him in the tub, and I remember that night. I remember it. I remember it. And I never wanted to go back over. My family would make me they would force me to go around his family because they would help out financially.
Yeah.
And I never did. I was bucking at 4 and 5 because I'm like, no. And on his deathbed 2 years ago, he left me a lot of property and with oil wells and everything. And then I turned it over to the state.
Wow.
You can't buy my soul. I live very well. You can't buy my soul, honey. You did that so you could sleep well. I'm good, sweetheart. Now, you got to account for that.
But why not turn? I mean, yeah, you don't have to.
I do 7 figures. I don't need that little handout.
I know, but
I don't need.
Did he ever apologize?
He apologized to her to deliver to me because I wouldn't go see him on his deathbed.
What did she say?
He called her in and she told me everything. And I said, what you mean? She said, I know everything. She said he called her in, made her about to leave the room. That's how she knew what he left me everything. Said he wanted to make it right.
Damn. That's heavy. Did you ever share that with your mom?
I did.
And what was her reaction?
My mama mother. She bipolar as hell. You know that, clinically diagnosed. Fuck that motherfucker. He ain't never did it for you. The bitch dead, the bitch gone, the bitch dead. Fuck her. Because, people don't talk about it.
She didn't want the properties or any of the...
I grew up in one of those families that you do wrong by somebody. Yeah. Like,
I understand that.
Really
I guess, but here's what I was thinking. Like, even
the money.
Not the money, but honestly, just turning it over to the state doesn't do anybody any good, right? You could have started a charity for children that are in similar situations, circumstances. And
at that time, I felt like he was buying my forgiveness.
I get it.
You can't buy my motherfucking forgiveness. Because the reason why I'm up in the head today is because of you.
Had you ever shared that with anybody prior to him sharing it on his deathbed?
Mm-mm.
So you were willing to go to your deathbed with that secret? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I do.
Because you know what? People think they have this assumption of, but people gotta understand, I only been living in Atlanta since 2016, sweetheart. I moved here when I was 36. I might be 45. So people in Atlanta think they know me. You only know me since I was 36 years young.
Yeah, but you have a whole life that was before you got to Atlanta. So let's talk more about it. I mean, when you
want to get into Atlanta,
I want to get into all of the things. I want to get into how you even got to Atlanta, the things that you shared on the PSA when you talked about your first husband. How did you even meet your first real love?
Okay, I can say this. My first husband played football. I could say he resides at, and now he does gay underwear. He sell underwear to gay men.
Is he out now, or is he like?
I can say he's 6'5", was a wide receiver, worth $20 million.
So how did you guys meet? And why did you guys end?
Okay. True story. Oh, yeah. We need these.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Shot o'clock.
Yes.
So it's time for shot o'clock. Shot o'clock.
Shot o'clock.
Here we go. Cheers.
I'm taking that shot because my bitch about about a $9 million house. And I said it.
All right. So first husbands, first love, first real love, first real sexual encounter. I want to hear about it.
My first sexual encounter?
Not the one that you didn't want, but the one that you actually desired.
Oh, you talking about got married to? Because my first sexual encounter was I had to hide my dick, cut all the lights out.
Tell me, I want to hear about it. Yes, that.
Okay. So,
yeah.
I got to touch on one of my good girlfriends. My good girlfriend's T.S. Madison. A lot of y'all don't know that because y'all say, oh, y'all don't work together. It's not because of that. T.S. Madison respects my timing and when I want my timing to be my timing. That woman loves me to the moon. I've been in rooms with her.
Thank you.
She showed me number love. If she walk in the room right now, she's going to hug me and everything. She's not going to put me on blast because she respects where I'm at and my stance and how I want to move. So for y'all that like, oh my gosh, you and T.S. Madison. No, that is my sweetheart. She will tell you.
Look how good this food look. Okay.
I know it.
Okay, keep going. Okay.
I'm going to get some. I can't talk and eat because I don't want to spin. So.
Let's do it that way.
Okay.
Keep going. All right, go.
No, that way
okay,
you
now tell me.
Kind of so you can get some of your coins.
I
want to be in the elevator.
That's why she agrees. So she does not own any rights to this footage, and she's also not going to sue me with anything that might happen.
Number one, you're a tart.
If she starts to choke on her food,
you're a tart.
She's no longer.
Let me tell you one thing about a tart. We know how to talk this shit out. Okay.
All right. So first sexual encounter.
I was 17 years old, getting ready to go on a date. My mama said, I know you're not going to wear that. I said, why? She said, it make your shoulders look too broad. He going to clock your teeth. But my mama grew up in the street, so my mama know the language.
She knew. Right. I love her. That she's like,
yes. She said, baby, wear a big baggy sweater because your shoulders too broad. You know, I ain't had no tears at the time.
Wow.
And so I'm going to tell y'all what I did. When it was time, I didn't know men like to play like down there, like take the hand and just do the little play. He kept doing. I said, sir, I have a thing about fingers. And he said, why? I remember my aunt was a nurse. I said, because you have staph infection under your nails and you're going to give me a staph infection if I let you play my cooch. He was like, oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. What do you like? I said, kissing on my neck. He said, what about your breast? I said, no. I said, kissing on my neck and holding me and kissing on my arms. I said, I watch Sex in the City. That's why I like.
What?
And I put all the lights off, honey. I did a little tuckaroo, squeezed a little KY in my. He thought, who?
I already knew that you were going to get some dick.
Yeah. I did the tuckaroo. That means when you untuck, pull everything to the front, lay on the bed, doggy style, but you kind of laying on your dick and balls. And he feeling the wetness, so he think he's sliding some. You tooted up. And the lights out. It pitch dark, bitch. You gotta control the situation. Bitch, you don't control the situation, bitch, you gonna get choked or dead or die.
Did you ever tell him? He never knew to this day.
2 years into the relationship. He kept asking, why we always have sex in the dark? This my real life shit. Bitches. That's why y'all hate me.
And you never said anything?
Girl, he was paying my rent. I was in college. I was broke as fuck.
Shon.
I'm a Taurus like you. I like money.
You know, people have been for this kind of stuff.
I own guns. Allegedly. I own guns.
Shon.
I own guns.
Don't you think that they should have a right to choose?
No. Guess what? Can I ask you a question? You know how many bitches out here got niggas paying child support and they know they ain't their nigga baby, but they won't tell them?
That's trifling too.
But you don't think they need to know? I think that when you have a baby, a paternity test should be done automatically.
So if you think that that's wrong, you don't think what you did was wrong?
I'm going to leave it up to God.
Shon, okay. Okay. So how does that relationship end? Why did you guys eventually not work out?
My family snitched on me because I stopped giving them money.
That's so terrible. Okay. Wow. There's so many layers.
How you think my first husband found out?
Your family?
I married a $28 million man in the NFL. I was 27 years old. Had a coochie that was 1 year old. You don't think my family didn't snitch on me for money?
But when you married him, I thought you didn't have your vagina yet.
No, honey. I got my vagina in 2026. I can post the paperwork. And I'm about to be 45.
2026? We ain't even got to 26 yet.
No, honey. I said when I was 26.
Oh. So, let me ask you this.
I've had my coochie since I was 26 years old. So I went on through life dating men, a lot of rich men, hiding my secrets.
Right.
And I was getting depressed. I was getting depressed because when they would find out, they didn't want to date me no more. They didn't want to spoil me no more. I never forget Dr. Alan Doolin out of Dallas, Texas. Y'all can Google him. He does all the trans surgeries now. I'm the reason why. I was his first. He's a Taurus too. He's April 27th.
Stop. We got to wish him a happy birthday.
Yes. In Plano, Texas.
Okay.
And I went in for a consultation for lipo and breasts. He was very professional. He was the one that did a lot of my silicone removal. I had a lot of loose silicone injections, and I wanted removed.
In your breast?
I had it in a lot of places.
Okay.
So I went to him. In the middle of consultation, I didn't know he makes you completely derobe.
Oh, wow.
And before he came in, I didn't know he was a male doctor. He came in, and I said, something I need to tell you. He said, okay, very professional. Then it says, did the consultation he needed to do. And then said that if you want me to, I can. I said, how much? He said, $58,000. It was on a Thursday. I said, let's go.
$58,000?
58.
For a vagina?
You saw it.
$8,000?
You saw it.
It was worth it. It was. He did a great job because I would never have known.
And without even thinking, I said yes. Wow. And he said no. He said, you need to have doctors and all of this to write out. I said, I can have the paperwork by Monday because I know people. Oh, I'm being honest. Oh, 100 statute of limitations up is 20 years. So, yeah, I had doctors sign off on it. Them doctors no longer practice. They probably dead. Feds can't do it. All right. So, me keep telling my story. He saved my life where he knew it.
But you met your husband, the first husband, prior to that surgery, right? Oh, you
right after. I had yeast infection. Period was on. I was still healing, bitch.
So you got the surgery. Then you met him.
Okay. I flew into Atlanta. There was a club. You know where the cinema theaters at in Midtown? It wasn't there. There was a club over there. There was 2 stores. I'm in car service because I don't live here in Atlanta. And I'm walking in. I see this tall, fine motherfucker. Bitch, he in a white t-shirt and blue jeans. I said, who the fuck is he? He looked like God just dressed down. Yeah. I said, hey, young man. He said, hey. I said, you going here? He said, yes, I am. I said, okay. And then they set me at the table next to him. His homeboy played. They both played. Big, dark-skinned guy. His wife was light-skinned. Okay. I'll never forget. And I had on these red bottoms. I didn't know he played football, sweetheart.
Really?
No.
So you just saw him and thought he was sexy, whatever.
Because I asked that nigga what he did. He said, I'm a personal trainer. I get up, go to the bathroom, think I'm gonna show all this body.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, bitch, bam, there go fresh. They had carpet, sis. Listen, let me tell you something. This club on the second floor had carpet.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Bitch, I tripped over the scene and fell.
Okay.
And all my friends went, because my girlfriend was stationed here. I said, nah, bitch, I got to get to the bathroom. So I get ready to walk out. He do this. So, you know, like you just bust your ass. I went and sat down. So I told the waitress, he sitting there with drinks. I said, girl, who is that? She said, you don't watch sports, do you? I said, no. She said, baby, that's a $28 million man. I said, oh, bitch.
You parked on up.
God, please don't fail me now. I just bought it yesterday. I don't want nobody else but him and only him.
Damn.
So, long story short, he went, had the waitress have me come over and sit. But he told the waitress to take her shoes off. I come over. I said, why I got to take my shoes off? Because he said, I don't want you embarrassing yourself no more.
Oh, wow. That's cute.
True story.
That was cute.
True story. Gave me his number.
He
Said, let's hang out. I was staying at the Marriott downtown. That's when downtown was popping.
Okay.
And he was at King of Diamonds Match, wherever. So he sends a car for me. I come. And they was like, who you here for? I said, this guy to play football. Because the waitress done told me, you know. Mm-hmm. And they was like, what's his name? I said, shit, I don't know. And somebody came in. They said, oh, you the girl. I said, yeah. They said, yeah, he waiting on you. Oh. And he changed my flight, changed my hotel. I went to his mansion. Next thing I know was history. A couple months later, attorneys found out. I had to sign a gag order. That's why I can't give too many details.
But no, you guys got married, right?
I did.
Give the detail.
Can't.
You told it already on national TV.
I told about the second husband. I didn't tell about the first. You can Google him.
Do you even have a conversation with him ever?
We have mutual friends still to this day.
Mutual friends, but do you feel like he's forgiving you for not telling him? Because I was wrong, friend.
Well, he modeling underwear sitting the gay man right now with G-strings up his ass. So why would I want him?
Moving forward, you guys dissolved the marriage.
No, I got $100,000 for every month I was married.
And you guys married?
Oh, I can talk about that. A year and 2 months.
A year and 2 months?
I can speak on that.
Did you feel like when you were married, were you happy?
I'm going to say so.
Like he was happy, like you were happy, like.
You know what?
You said your family ratted you out. Did they ever?
You know when I found my happiness? About a year ago.
What? Okay, we gotta get to that. So that marriage ended. Second marriage. How did that happen?
I'll never forget November 29th. Day after Thanksgiving. I was at my girlfriend's house. I was in Dallas, Texas. And I got ready to go out. Girl, my body was... Yeah, that body was body.
Okay.
I was 30 pounds smaller. And he was cute. Man, I always
cute like a dog, like a...
Both of my husbands cute.
What? You got to think then. For cute. Okay, Omegas.
I like manly men. I don't like no pussy ass niggas. No shade. I don't like no gay ass niggas. I like my niggas. Baby, where my hook at? Please check on it. Yes. We want to enjoy all the festivities of the restaurant. Thank you guys.
Oh, that look good. I don't even like shellfish, but it look good. I'll try one of those little toasts with the sauce.
Oh, girl.
We're going to take the shrimp off,
Look at this food, though. Y'all, look. We're gonna look for the foodie. She asked me about the first husband. Let me show you how I got him. Hold on. You ready?
How you get him? Well, then there's that. And I'm just going to have a sip of my drink because there's no way I can do that. I'll be in a bit to tip on.
$9 million house, that bitch lying.
I do my thing now. I do my thing, but how you just okay, well, I think if they're not interested in the story, now they are. I mean, continue.
Let me swallow. Girl, this is so good.
Okay, let me try. Okay, so go ahead. Second one.
Second one. In the club. Bitch, I'm looking like body, yada.
Okay.
Body, yada.
All right. Now, how long are you divorced at this point?
5 years. I'm a ho-ho.
She waited 5 years. Okay, though.
Oh, honey, everything in Dallas. They all know who I am. If I name names, they will put a hit out on me.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Don't name names. So I want them to put a hit out on me. I ain't nothing to do with it. I didn't know.
In the club, everybody buying me drinks. Always first. So I go over and I say, hey, you gonna give me a drink? And he said, no, everybody else got your drink.
Oh.
Offended, bitch. I get ready to walk out. Shamea, he grabbed me by my wrist. What's about to take you to dinner?
Oh.
Yeah. So I said, sweetheart, what you do for a living? I'm say, he said, I'm military. I said, I hope you got a credit card.
Military?
I said, I hope you got a credit card.
Navy, Army, what?
Army. So I have a 5-date rule. A man got to take me out 5 days before you get some of this cat or head. Because after 5 days, you literally done pay for it. I'm not no cheap date. You can't tell me Applebee's.
So 5 days you gonna give it to him?
Girl, you know how much
Tell me what. Okay.
the bar tab gonna be for $500. Then they're gonna be like, bitch, I bought that.
Okay, so 5 dates.
That man called me. He said, what you doing? I said, Swirl, I got my hair salon. Because at the time I did hair. I want a hair salon.
Okay.
I said, Swirl, I'm doing my hair. I don't let a man see my real hair.
Right.
He said, I don't care. So I said, what you doing now? I said, I got a date. So what happened was, he comes to my hair salon.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you got a date? I said, yeah, I got a date. He said, well, I said, this guy. So I finished doing my hair. He leaves. I go on my date. We're at the Improv. We're at the Comedy Club. So he's texting the whole time. So I have to step up and go to the bathroom. I said, dude, I'm at the front row. My phone is gone.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if it's on silent. They hear it. Yeah. So it was like, call me when you leave it. I get in the parking lot. Dude calls me. What you doing? I said, I just got the comedy show. He said, yeah, I Google your comedy show. I see what time it's over at. So, okay.
Oh my goodness.
He said, or is he with you? I said, yes, he's in front of me. He said, don't kiss him. He said, I'm at True Lux across the street. Now that's a very specific steakhouse in Addison, Texas on Beltline. True Lux.
Oh my gosh.
Bitch,
He's
one
right
drink.
across the street.
Girl, apple martini, $34. Girl.
He's over there. Okay.
So I said, I'm on my way. I tell the guy, I said, oh, child, I got early day in the morning, give him a hug, kiss, bam. And we was inseparable every day.
Went across the street, got in the car with him, and that was it.
I could actually say I loved him. I did.
Aww.
I did. But my life has not been no easy stir.
So at what point with him did the abuse start? Because that's the one you spoke about on the PSA.
When a man marries you and know your secrets, no matter what your secrets.
He knew when you married?
Let me tell you something. Whether you was born male, and I had a sex change, where you used to be a stripper, where you came from poverty, where you came from a dad who used to molest you. When a man finds out your secrets, because you open up to him, and you share those secrets with him, that man, and he's feel like he's the best thing you gonna ever get, that man used that to his advantage to build you up and tear you down all at the same time. Do you hear me? No, do you hear me? That man would sit there and say, bitch, I'm the only motherfucker that would love you. But then at the same voice would say, you know, I love you. I don't care what your truth is. So that man will build your ass up and tear you down the same time. Do you hear me?
Damn.
Do you hear me? And if don't nobody know what that's like, that's some bull. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't nothing like a motherfucker come and tell you when you get dressed. Oh, you look so good. And then tell you, I wonder when the men see you out tonight, if they knew what I knew, they look at you the way I look at you.
See,
gave me a compliment and tear it out the same time. So now when I go out, I'm feeling a little bit insecure. You done praised me and tore me down in the same sentence. You hear me?
Dang.
And I lived with that. Cause guess what I thought? I did convince myself. Through friends, through family, I thought, God, this is the best I could do. I thought that's all I deserved.
Wow.
I thought that was it for sure.
I'm sorry.
Because I had nobody else around me telling me something different.
Yeah.
I had nobody else telling me, you know, you is okay with being you. You know it's okay to be in love with you. Because I had nobody doing this. Pat me on the back.
Like you are enough.
And then the people that I call friends were so jealous that I rose above financially.
Wow.
I'm like, bitch, was you not there when I was here? Was you not there? Like, did we not start at, it's like a race. Bitch, was you not ready, set, start?
Sometimes you don't realize, but you're in a competition that you didn't even know you were competing. Like,
Girl, I wasn't in a competition. I just wanted to exist.
but they are. You gotta understand, they are though. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to survive. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to know what it's like to wake up and have a normal fucking life every day. To have friends to love you. Have them to love you. A person, whether we married or you my guy friend, just to love me. I don't want to have to compete.
Wow.
I don't want to know what that's like. I fought enough. I don't want to have to fight with my friends. I don't want to fight with my man. I want to fight with my husband. Do you get what I'm saying?
So why do you feel like your husband would tell the men or like rat on you?
To keep me in a box. If I can never rise above.
But they were benefiting financially. So I don't understand why that would mess them up. If you lose him, you lose your bank account. And now you're not going to support them.
You know what I learned in this life, Shamea, and what I'm learning? That people don't project when it comes to thinking on future. They project on what's now, and they want to hurt you and they want to stop you in that moment. They take a look back once it transformed and they no longer winning. But let's take reality TV for instance. How many motherfuckers done cut their own hand and arm and leg off, but then think about the projection? Yes or no?
That's unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, it happens every day, not just reality TV, but
just in life.
Just in life, like road rage, for example. That's the best example. Road rage, you don't think about the consequences, you just react. And then you find yourself doing time for, your
kids, your grandkids, everything.
Your weapons.
And I have been guilty of reacting.
Yeah.
On anger. I live a very great life financially, but I could be a lot further. A lot of producers won't touch me. If a woman's acting crazy, it's a man that push her that way. Ain't no bitch waking up, getting out her bed, going left. No, nigga, you don't poke the fucking bear.
You dissolved your marriage. You have not spoken to him.
He's dead.
He's dead?
Girl, you remember I told us how to pay my house out? Oh, so let's
wait, what?
So we're going to get into the Atlanta. This plays a part. I'm divorcing my second husband. At this time, I go to the W Hotel, staying at the W Hotel, and I'm crying at the bar. This light-skinned chick comes up to me. She said, "Why are you crying?" in a soft voice. I said, "Well, I'm going through a divorce." She said, "You stay here at the hotel?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, I'm trying to get the wild suite." I said, "Sweetheart, I already got it."
So I'm trying to get what?
The wild suite. There's only one wild suite at the W in Buckhead. Then I looked up. I said, "I know you, girl." She be friends with me because I don't want to say I befriend her. The next day, she's on the 9th floor with me. I'm in the wild suite. She introduced me to her. And she said, "We're going to Halo. I want to introduce you to one of my girlfriends that lives here. You sure you want me to tell this whole story?"
Girl, we got to tell them. Oh, these are my best friends.
Okay. Jeremy comes over to do my makeup because they extra have a makeup artist. I said, "Yes, Jeremy." They meet Jeremy. Walks into my hotel room. Hey people, what's going on? So, pushed for me to be friends. And we became friends. And I'm flying in every weekend looking for a home. But nobody knows at the time. Nobody.
Okay. So they don't even know.
Oh, they bring me around everybody. They try to hook me up with...
They don't even know that we're T.
Oh, no, honey. They try to hook me up, everybody. We all hanging out.
Yeah.
We going to Halo,
you
hanging out. We were all hanging out. Yeah, we're all friends. We're all good sis.
I love that.
My life is going good. I'm divorcing my husband.
Right.
I book a flight to Miami. Calls me. And they say, "Why you tripping over your divorce? You divorcing a military man. You got the money.
Yeah, you got the benefits.
So you can't relate what I'm going through." I was finding out. They did. They sent a welfare check. They said security to my room. I was so out of it. They didn't know about suicide. I'm not going to lie. They did. They did a welfare check to my room. I'm going to put that on their name. They did. They did. They did. They cared a lot. They did. Then I caught a flight to Vegas. And by the time I got off the flight to Vegas, my whole life blew. Because everybody found out. I don't know how. Called me.
Oh.
And she said, "Shon, everybody's been calling." I said, "Bitch, I was on a flight." She said, "Bitch, everybody in Atlanta know. And they mad. Because they had me around everybody. Everybody.
But how do they know?
I don't know still. To this day, I don't know who snitched. I think it was my cousin. No, I think it was my cousin that was staying there with me. Family
Oh, she was with you?
No.
Oh, you had your cousin with you?
I had my cousin here in land too.
That's terrible.
My own cousin tried to fight me in the house and the nigga that I in my own house. And when I choked her out, they wanted to send me to jail.
So you said your life changed about a year ago and you realized that you really found love and you were happy and all the things.
Well, don't skip over. So I want to say this. When I learned how Atlanta moves, because I want to give you your accolades, when it comes to socialites and who's who, and literally told me I cannot be affiliated because of your background.
What does that mean?
Because I heard her brag. And we were no longer friends. And a lot of people distance themselves from me. But can I say you never? I never forget. And can I brag on you? And I'm going to say this. This a real bitch. She had an all-red party.
It's my 40th birthday, I believe.
And I got an invite. Mm-hmm. And then Shamea said, I'm going to call all my girls to the stage. And you called out names.
Yeah.
And when it came to my name, I was like, oh, she don't mean me. You kneeled down and looked at me and said, Sean, I'm talking to you, get your stage.
Yeah.
And at that moment, you don't even know what that meant to me.
Of course.
No, mentally.
Aww.
I'm not talking about being connected to who's who. I'm talking about what that meant to me to meet somebody that's your stature and say, hey, I don't give a who don't fuck you. I fuck you.
Yeah.
And I'm saying walk your ass up on the stage.
Yeah, because until you cross me and until you do wrong by me, I don't see anything but good in you.
Now I'm in Atlanta, and I'm learning who's who. Oh, child. Whoa! Child, this shit should have came with a fucking biography for everybody. I know this segment is about me, but I got a question for you.
Okay.
The way you're sitting, and you've been sitting, because I've been your friend for a while, and we've hung out when you've had auditions, movie opportunities,
all that.
When things was there, I didn't blow your whistle. Now that you're sitting, I'ma say it better than all. How does it feel? I know you're very humble.
Well, I'll say this,
answer, but I want you to tell the truth.
Again, I never compare myself to what someone else's life or lifestyle is. So when you ask me how I'm sitting how I've always been sitting.
Very well.
And that's a child of God. I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful. You know, I've got my,
you said back and said, God, what's for me is for me.
Yeah, I always pray. My prayers always, even in my children, I tell them, let your prayer be that God's will be done in your life, because sometimes the things that we desire are not the things that we should have, or
Wow.
It's not necessarily the lane or the path that we should be going. So if you just continue to pray that God's will be done in your life, it will. And the things that are for you will be for you. The things that are not for you won't be for you. And if you just know that, when you are a child of God and you do stand firm in your beliefs and your morals and values, you know that nobody can take away from you what God's plan is for you.
Yes.
And you just got to stay true to that.
You know what I love about you? That you know that be true. Yeah. You don't envy, you don't cover when it was somebody else's time.
No.
You said Shamea. Shamea always gonna be Shamea. And when we sit at my home and we watch this show, and I know we got to take it a back or two, I brag on you. I praise you. You wanna know why? Because I know this about you. This ain't for the cameras. I know this to be you. Wow. I know this to be your heart. I know you show up at my house on my birthday with your mother and hug on me and show me love. I know this for you to take time out and hang out with me and don't care what others say. You separate the two. You don't never let nobody say, hey, that judgment of that person is that judgment of you. And they need to learn that about you.
Oh, well,
they need to know that about you, because that's not you.
I mean, I just feel like until you show me different,
that's
I have
true.
To thank you for who
that's
you
God.
And what you're showing me.
That is God. That is God.
There's all Jesus had naysayers, and so who am I? I'm not one to judge, and honestly, if you continue to show me kindness and goodness, that's all I can take you for. Is that?
Now let me tell you something. Don't get it twisted. She is a Taurus.
I am.
Y'all think this is new her. No, baby. When you come from Taurus, our mouth is very slick, honey. We're like a shotgun, lock and load, honey. 16 pellets come out with one shot. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, boo.
I can make a comment. I know for many, many years, the peach was offered, honey. She ain't, and Portia, I love you. And to the world, I'm not saying that's Portia, to the world. She's never been Portia followed behind. When you are married and when you sign up to do housewives, your husband has to agree too. Don't ever say that and y'all piss me off when y'all say that. Y'all really do, honey, because that bitch was offered peace before y'all was. Let's speak on. No, I can't. She was offered peach years and years ago before they brought back some of y'all old hoes. But the husband has to sign up for it. And she respected her husband. And he said no. And she said no. So the next time y'all come for her, sweetheart, don't. Because she was invited back for a lot of y'all. Uh-huh. And I said, because what the you going to do to me? So, if someone was given a platform, such as yourself,
Right.
what would you say to them? Let's say, hey, this is the new person on Atlanta Housewives. What advice would you give to them moving forward to...
I would just tell anybody that joins any TV show, reality show, anything in life, just in general, not even necessarily TV, be your true authentic self. And those that love you for who you are, great. And if they don't, keep it moving. We don't care. Like, you just have to, because it's harder to be somebody that you're not. It's harder to show a representative because then you can't keep up with it. It's a lot. It's taxing. Because it's like, I don't remember what I said. Do I like doing this?
So you got to keep up with the lies. Right.
And who has time and energy for that? I know I don't. I think it's better to just put your real self forward, your authentic self. And those that vibe with you, great. Those are people that are supposed to be with you.
I'm like girl crushing right now. Like, this been my friend for years. Bitch, I ain't know you had chestnut eyes.
That is so funny.
Bitch, I'm looking at you. Bitch, I'm over here. My clit getting hard. Leave me alone.
She is so funny.
Sweetheart, no, just look.
I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking. What? Oh my God. So what's the final shot to?
For you inviting me and welcoming me and giving me a platform and a voice.
Guess what? She's always had the voice, right? And I'm proud of you. And you keep doing your big one. And we're going to keep following you. And this ain't the last time we're doing this again.
Let's do.
Cheers. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Like, share, repost, all the things. Tell us what you loved about hanging out with me and Sean. Also, make sure you come visit my best friends over here at Sea Salt. The food is phenomenal.
It is.
The ambience is phenomenal.
Oh, girl, the hookahs.
See, I don't do hookahs, but Sean loves it. And I do know that every time I've come here, people love the hookahs. Eat good, drink good. It's a good vibe. They have DJs. Send your friends over here to hang out with us too. If you're tipsy with us, don't drink and drive. We love you. And check in with me. I want to know what you think about today. How you feeling? Did you enjoy it? She's going to come back. All right, so go ahead and comment below.
You got to show us.
I'm reading them. I'm about to read your comments and reply. Bye. Mwah.